editing is going to happen. Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of ERP, which tonight stands for Essence of RuPaul. I don't know what a RuPaul is, but I'm sure their essence is incredibly powerful and couldn't possibly be irritating in the slightest. So, recounting last session, after interrupting a important meeting with Dean Victor Latimer and the Sinetius family, the Devil's Advocates headed out to the remains to follow the lead of a mysterious statue, as well as to deliver a package to the store known to them only as Deep Blades. Upon discovering, I guess before they discovered the statue, they prevented a mugging, willingly killed someone, and then brought them back and named them Cranberry for an hour. So that's a thing. They headed out into the remains, found the blackened statue of a manticore, listing the names of the Milner family and the son, Moradior, which we discovered to be Mo's full name. Alastair was spoken to by his god very shortly, indicating that there was something here. Unable to really do anything at that particular moment, they found their way back to Deep Blades and delivered the package procured from Almer to Samora Deepblade, a elderly goblin, a little on the wily side. You inquired about the prices of some of her wares, which you determined were a little too rich for your blood. However, she did mention she did have indeed a cure for the slad infestation plaguing Quirin, as well as one other individual. But in return for these, she wanted some loot out of a rumored and storied underground dungeon left in the remains. You decided to turn in for the night, as the guards were quite active in that particular area after the reports of a local being turned into basically being turned into a zombie and then coming to a couple miles out of town. You turned in for the night. And at this point, what occurred after last session, none of you have any idea. So have fun with that. So at this point, you awaken. It's about 8 a.m. Allow me to change the day. It is currently Ceres in planting, in the 6th week of planting, to be more specific. 4 of the 5 Devil's Advocates. What would you like to do today?
Good morning.
Oh yes, good morning. Did we ever find out where Cranberry went?
You were got by the guards and we were kicked out, remember? That is why we couldn't look for the
right.
tunnels at night.
Well, I'm sure we can go look through them during the day.
We'll probably go and grab Zane as well. You will probably want to come with us.
Maybe we can stop by the quad and see more of the sights.
Wouldn't he be with his parents this early in the morning?
No, I was more talking about the beautiful women that are around.
Oh, you want to go
I
to
mean,
the...
Zane's pretty, I'm not going to deny that, but he's not really what I'm looking for.
He has a bit of too much of a scowl for me.
You're like the... Okay, let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna go towards the house first.
Okay, so you're heading out of the inn.
Yep, after breakfast.
Okay. So, Mo and Zaz, what are you two doing before we get to that?
I want to find some place where I can purchase paper and ink.
Okay. So we're gonna split the party up here. Is that kind of the intention?
I'm gonna go with the rest of the guys.
Okay. So right now we have Quirin and Zaz headed to the Sinetius household. Mo, you want to go off on a shopping trip,
And I'll go with Mo.
and you're gonna go with Mo.
Yep.
Okay, so let's start with Quirin and Zaz. So the pair of you walk across the park. It's a nice morning. There seems to be quite a bit of activity, and you kind of get the general idea that most people have this day off of work. It's the pseudo weekend, if you will. There's only 6 days in the week in this particular world, so you get a 1-day weekend. So this is truly hell. Walking across, you see families playing catch and stuff. It's very pleasant, and make your way across through the trees and the benches and the water features, and you find the dark wood house that is the Snitty's household.
Look, all I'm saying is when they're doing this, they had better not run off on some sort of stupid adventure. They should stay with the group and then do things, yes?
Are we really surprised at this point? Like, things are happening now.
Yeah, things are happening, but they should have the presence of mind to not run around and just to forget us, right?
Okay, well, one thing at a time. We're already here. Let's just get Zane, and then we're gonna go find those guys.
Hey, no, it works. It was pretty good. Kind of shocked me. I thought somebody was at the door. Oh shit,
Foley.
Mick Foley. No. God damn it. Sound effects have thrown me off. You hear some rustling in the some kind of clanging at pots and stuff. And you, just 1 second.
Okay.
What is this music?
I don't know. I've had to turn it up.
I'm gonna let it go. I'm intrigued. There's a few moments that go by, and eventually you hear footsteps, and the door opens, and what greets you is Janira, Zane's mother. She's kind of got a bit of flour on her face. She's wearing an apron. She's kind of wiping her hands off. She goes, "Morning, gentlemen."
Hello.
Morning.
We have come searching for Zane. There is things we need to do today.
Oh, unfortunately, Zane is currently having a meeting with the dean in regards to, I believe, re-enrollment. Now that he's back, I can maybe send him your way when he comes home. And behind Janira at this point, you see Orville just kind of peeking out behind the legs, kind of sniffing the air a little. And at this point, looking at Orville, you can see the light is hitting his eyes, and you can see the cataracts. You get the feeling this dog is just blind, completely blind. And you get a little little cough sound.
Hello, tiny dog.
Hi, dog. Morning, dog.
Well, we are supposed to explore a bunch of cabins, which is probably dangerous, so we kind of need him today. You know where the dean's office is?
She kind of looks at you for a second. She goes, I'm aware.
Show us? Or direct us?
Well, it would be in the university. I'm not entirely sure where you'd find that. Arthur would be the one to ask. I don't really think the dean is one to be bothered. He's very busy. The college is...
It'll be fine.
If the thought fails, we can just wait around until Zane has done his meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you... She kind of points off to Queer and your right. Goes, if you follow down that way, you can see the buildings. They're all the larger ones with the spires on top. That entire central ward is the university. I assume it would be in some kind of central building. I wish I could be more of help, but I have a huge order today, so...
Oh, that is perfect. Oh, and I would not put too much stock in him re-enrolling. Probably not going to happen.
Okay.
Have a good day.
I will try.
Turn around. Start chomping back.
Okay. Zaz, what are you doing?
I'm just kind of like watching him leave, turning around, and just like you got some flour, like there,
It happens when you're...
and then I
You
flick it
have-
off with my finger.
Okay.
All right, bye,
Bye.
and then walk away. I'm gonna go after Clarin.
And you can, as you walk away, you hear the door like slowly close, like she's still staring at the pair of you. And Zaz, what is your passive perception?
Quite good.
It is, isn't it? Okay, I rolled a 10 here. You swear that you hear 3 sets of locks behind you. Okay, so that happened. Alastair and Mo. What are you two doing? You're just heading out into town? Look for paper and ink?
Yes.
Okay. What part of town, Mo, do you intend to head to? Are you heading to city center, Old Town, the docks?
Where would the tavern be that we're staying?
The tavern is, if you look on the map, if you scroll in, right at the docks there's a huge open space next to the Scholars Ward.
Oh, okay.
See that? The You Are Here? That's the tavern there. So-
Now, Mo, if my intuition is correct, there's a lot of people that are all book learning here. I'm sure you could probably find ink and paper, near a school.
Yeah, I'll kind of like go through the Scholar's Ward towards the city center. and
Okay.
Kind of like if I can't find it here, I'll find it in the city center type of mindset.
That makes sense to me. All right, so Alastair, Mo, you walk through the Scholars Ward towards city center. You're looking for a shop. Go ahead and make a investigation check for me, Mo. First roll of the night, everybody. 19. Okay. So pretty early on into your walking, you're able to spot a small shop. Kind of looks like that's what I'm looking for. If you ever walk by a college bookstore, it's got that kind of really plain looking outside and has a whole stack of books and it's trying to show that you can find your textbooks here. You find a small one of those, actually about dead center in the Scholars Ward. Somewhere about in there.
I'm gonna walk in.
Okay. It's a fairly simple shop. Nothing really to write home about. There's stacks of books on various subjects. You see kind of leather-bound notebooks, and you see vellums for scrolls, and you see wax seals and other things like that. You kind of see a glass counter in the front that has several gems and herbs and stuff like that. Typical magic reagents. There is a half-elf behind the counter. She looks young, but knowing half-elves, of course. She's got blonde hair tied back in a bun. She has some glasses on. And she seems to be perusing a book. And she kind of looks up. Good morning.
Good morning. I was wondering if you had just some simple parchment and ink and things of the sort.
Well, it all depends on how much you need.
A small amount, probably trivial.
I can... Well, we are kind of... she kind of gestures around. This would be where you find your stationary supplies. Exactly how much are you looking for so I can go fetch it for you?
Don't look at me. I'm not the I don't do a lot
I'm
with
just trying to
books and
understand the
paper.
count. I'd say like 20, 30 pieces of parchment.
Hmm.
Like I'm assuming like, like standard sheet of paper size.
Yeah,
I'm just
8.5 by 11s. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you kind of hold up your fingers and like kind of gesture like a half inch. She goes,
Mhm.
She kind of looks at the pair of you. Mo just scarred all the shit. Alastair, you're carrying a big fuck off sword. Like,
We're trying to write down all the names of all the people we're trying to kill. I say with a smile.
She kind of looks at you and she goes, "Well, with that attitude, maybe I should only fetch you one sheet. I'll return shortly." And she kind of goes to the back and she comes back out in a short moment. And she has like a little tiny vial of ink, maybe the size of a pill bottle. She has a stack of papers that are kind of wrapped with a simple twine. She goes, "Will that be sufficient?"
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
Thank you.
That will be two silver pieces.
I hand her 2 silver pieces and put it in my bag.
Okay, so you can write down that you have, let's say, 27 sheets of paper, and a small vial of ink.
Okay.
She picks up her.
Do you have a quill? Something fancy, a big feather, maybe. I'd love to see Mo using a big feather.
She kind of looks at Mo for a second and goes, "I think I'd like to see that too. Give me one moment." She closes her book, puts it back down again. She goes out. She comes back with what looks like a peacock feather.
Oh,
Just
perfect.
massive.
100% what I'm looking for.
She
You know
goes,
what?
"Oh,
This
wait,
one is
oh,
on
wait,
me.
there's more." And she kind of flicks it a little bit, and it goes from green to pink to blue, and then back to green.
Oh, yes.
How much is it?
Yes.
This one here is 3 gold pieces.
Done. 3 gold.
Excellent. Would you like it gift wrapped?
Mo?
No, I'll be using it later.
She goes, "Are you sure?" And she kind of pulls out a little piece of ribbon and she puts a little bow on it. She goes, "Are you sure?"
Oh, get it gift wrapped, Mo. Come on.
Very well.
She just hands it to you with the bow on it. She goes,
I smile.
"Is there anything else?"
A rather strange question, and I know it's probably not in your wheelhouse. I noticed that on a excursion into the city yesterday that there were a bunch of places of worship.
Yes.
Is there one to the Raven Queen in this city?
She kind of looks at you for a second. She goes, from my understanding, one doesn't really worship the Raven Queen, more so respects and fears them.
I mean, you could always come to the Shrine of the Platinum Dragon, Mo. There's nothing stopping you from coming to the wonderful place that it is.
I roll my eyes, thank her very much, and leave.
Okay. Alastair, are you following?
I'll wait around for like a moment too long, and then turn around and leave.
At about halfway, she kind of, without, like, she's still looking at you. She doesn't break eye contact. She just kind of grabs her book and opens it, and then slowly brings it into her peripherals and looks down, still kind of giving you the side eye as you leave. You
Thanks
gotta
for the
hear.
paper.
Thank you for the distraction. She goes back to her work. Okay.
Well, Mo, I suppose we should get back to the group, right?
Yes.
So,
Do you remember where we're going?
I'm gonna try to, because they would have had to go to the left to go to the Zanettia's house. I'm gonna try and head for the park.
Okay.
And, like, hope to like catch them coming because they would be coming towards us because they're coming towards the
Yeah, so you
Scholars
just kind of
Ward,
want to
so-
head out looking for them.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check. Alaster, Alaster, you can either roll one as well, or Mo can roll with advantage because Alaster is helping him look.
He can roll with it.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm trying to point stuff out while also pointing out every pretty girl I see.
There's a lot of them. This is a college.
Ooh, look at that one. Look at the
17.
horns on her.
What the fuck? Hilariously, I set the DC for this as 5. So with disadvantage, you would have gotten it. Because walking through this town, a very colorful city, with lots of families, it's a beautiful day. It's not hard to spot Quirin and Zaz of all people, as one of them is a giant gray mountain man, and the other one is covered in fungus. You see them walking towards the Scholars Ward. You meet up.
I wave.
So I was
Any
half right.
luck? Any luck at their house?
No, he is in some sort of meeting with the dean. We're going to have to check on him.
All right. Well, we're done.
Perfect.
How long do you think would it have taken for us to meet them since we left the store?
I'm going to say it was probably like a good, with how far each of you had to travel, probably a good 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, so I've put the peacock feather away.
Yeah, I'm sure you've hidden that pretty quickly, yeah. And make sure you write that in your inventory as well. Peacock Quill. Excellent bard name.
I'm writing that one down.
And I'm going to start heading towards the Scholar Ward.
Okay. It's not a far walk. And as you walk into the Scholars Ward, the kind of tone of the city shifts. The buildings go from dark wood and slate roofs, wrought iron pieces, to kind of gray cornerstones with red brick. You have some almost, it looks like ivy, but it's kind of reddish purple growing up the sides. The air here is a little bit heavier, just due to you can kind of see there's a building kind of billowing smoke out. You see a multitude of people, all typically between the ages of, you'd assume 18 to possibly even 30, from all walks of life. You see tieflings, you see halflings, you see half elves. Last year, you even see one half orc go by. You see humans. It's just a hodgepodge of every race you can imagine, and everyone is just going in different directions. Quirin, for you especially, this is overwhelming. There is a lot going on here. There's a lot of kind of ambient chatter. You can hear a bell kind of going somewhere in the distance. This is a very busy part of the city.
Okay. Somebody is going to have to ask for directions, because I have no idea where I'm going.
Quirin, do you see anybody you like?
Uh,
Pick one out for me. Who do you think is? Pick one. What about that one?
Currently, I want to sit down and breathe. There is a lot of people here.
I'm sure we can find a bench. I'm sure those are in abundance.
Oh yeah.
Right. So, putting my observations aside, I believe we have to go get Zane from the dean's office, the university.
She said he was in a meeting. Oh,
Are you going to be sick?
probably. Too many people, too much. Oh, fuck.
It's all right. That feeling will pass. You'll be all right. Right, university. Yes.
Okay. So, what are you guys looking to do? There's a lot going on here.
I'm gonna try not to steer away from the group.
Okay. That's a good starting point, and I commend you. But you're looking for the dean's office. Are you doing a search? Are you asking directions? Are you just kind of opening doors and screaming? What are you guys doing?
That one sounds good.
Don't do
No,
Screaming, you say?
come on, boys.
Gonna make you role play it.
I'll be I'll just try and ask several people in which direction the dean's office would be, or in the university, or I'm just trying to chat with people.
Okay, go ahead and make a persuasion check, please.
Ooh, interesting one. Let's try it. My persuasion is quite well.
22? Yeah, you're able to actually flag down the first person you see, which happens to be a halfling gentleman, kind of slick back hair, and he's like, yes, I'm on a bit of a tight schedule. What can I help you, large gentleman, with? What can I do for you?
We're looking for Dean Victor's office. We have a companion who's in a meeting, and we need to grab him.
Okay. So you see that large building back there, and he points kind of back behind him, and you can see kind of like an upper tower kind of poking out above everything else. He goes, so that's the administration building. That's kind of where, as far as I understand, the dean would operate out of. That's where all the treasurers and the bookkeepers and the people who take our money. That's kind of where they are. So that'd be a good starting point. But that's pretty much all I can help you with. I am in a rush. I am terribly late. I do apologize. And he kind of takes off before you have a chance to say anything else.
I like your hairstyle.
Thank you.
So, all right, boys. So apparently, in that tower, there are books and money and treasure. Let's go.
Did you hear him right?
We were
Yeah,
looking
you
for
said
the
that's where they-
dean.
Yeah, he said it was there, and there was also treasure and books and money, and that sounds perfect to me.
Okay, let's go.
All right, come on, big guy, let's go.
Okay. So the four of you find your way to the administrative building. It's a larger building. Kind of resembles what you'd expect like an old schoolhouse to look like. If it was blown up maybe 4 times its size. Again, red brick with the same kind of creeping vine on it. Big pair of double doors. Some steps leading up to it. There's not a lot of people going in and out of this building, however. You can see the other ones, the other kind of domed roof buildings or the shallower buildings. There's people in and out, very busy. This one seems pretty still.
Just going to open the door if there's one, and just walk
Okay.
straight in.
All right, walk. You open the door without problem. It makes a kind of a creeping noise. You look up, and there's a kind of a brass mechanical device on the top. Now, player would recognize this as an automatic door closer. Alastair, you have no fucking idea what that is.
Nope.
So it's kind of it seems a bit heavier, but at the same time feels like it's being glided by something. And you walk in, and you're greeted with a large foyer, wooden decorations everywhere. You see portraits on the wall of various individuals. You see a tiefling with a long beard. You see an older woman, kind of looks incredibly tired. And the last one, maybe about 3/4 of the way along the wall, is a portrait of the man you met the day before, Victor Latimer, looking a little bit younger, a little bit less gaunt, if you will. There's a human woman, blonde hair, again back in a kind of a messy bun, She's behind a desk, kind of, doing various things, filling things out, paperwork. She looks up and goes, "Yes, gentlemen, can I help you?"
Yes, we've got an associate, a tiefling gentleman, Zane Cenarius.
She kind of
We've been sent to fetch him.
she flips some papers. She goes, "There's no Zane Snedius. Actually," she kind of flips through something else off to the side. She goes, "Actually, we do have him marked as That's interesting. Are you sure it's Zane Snedius?"
He would have probably been marked missing for many years.
Uh, Amongst many others, yes.
Yes, he came back to town, met up with parents, met up with Dean, had a meeting with Dean, we're here to get him.
She kind of looks at you all. She goes, "Interesting. Are you sure he came back?"
How about you just tell us where the dean's office is and we can go talk to him ourselves?
Her eyes kind of narrow. She goes, "Why would I do that?"
Oh, because we're four large, strapping, handsome young men, and we're looking for a favor.
Pick a persuasion check.
Don't fuck me.
Well, if that's the offer, 17. Give me one sec here. Oh, fuck. Okay. She kind of looks at you. She goes, "Okay. It's up on the 3rd floor. I'm gonna let him know that you're coming.
Excellent.
If I do get a negative response back, I will be sending people after you."
Where can we find Arthur Zenedius? He also works here, does he not?
Yeah, Arthur works here. He's worked here. She kind of thinks. She goes, "He's worked here longer than me." He's out and about right now. We have some. She kind of leans in. She goes, "We have a bit of financial issues because our student body is kind of shrinking." Yeah.
Is there some sort of charm that's causing people to become smaller, or?
Not, please forgive him.
She kind of smirks. She kind of smirks, thinking it's a joke, and then Mo says, "Please forgive him," and she kind of realizes that no, that wasn't a joke. He thinks they're shrinking. She goes, "No, surely you've heard people are going missing."
We're not from here.
"I can tell. If I see Arthur, I'll tell him. Actually, could I get a name to send up to the dean?"
Do we use that name? I look at everybody else.
He knows me by name if you want.
Yeah.
Quirin.
Use
Curran?
Quirin. Quirren.
Queer. Okay. Is that northern?
Yes. One of the mountains.
Interesting. Okay. Just Quirin?
If you want to go with the tribe as well, Quirin Yurto. Why
I'll
you
just go
are
with
El Tio.
just Quirin is fine. Thank you. You kind of look and she kind of moves her hands a little bit and she goes, "Yes, Dean, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but there is a Quirin here to see you." She kind of looks up for a second. Okay. Yeah, he says go on up.
Alright.
Excellent, thank you.
Now, are you sure everybody wants to go up? Because last time you guys met him, you were going to stab him a little bit.
No, he's perfectly fine. He had an accident. We're fine now. I believe we're friendly.
Alright.
Start
Okay.
charging off that way.
All right, so heading up the stairs, 1 flight, 2 flight, red flight, blue flight. I hate myself so much. You come up to a dark pair of double doors, kind of on its own floor. Very nice brass handles.
Oh, I'll be the first and open the door.
All right. You open the door, and this room is dark, very musty. There's books everywhere. The blinds are obviously drawn. You see the dean there, as he was, round spectacles, his hair kind of pulled back in a sweater vest. He's writing something. He goes, yes, yes, please come in. Unexpected surprise, yes.
Hello again.
Yes, hello, Quirin. Yes.
Victor, good to see you again. We are looking for Zane.
Zane left here. Oh, not too long ago. Interesting boy, that one. Yes, we discussed his re-enrollment. He seemed interested. However, he said he had some business with you four. So he said he'd complete the paperwork at a later date, and I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him since. It was maybe within the hour.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
was just
if
saying the
he's-
same
if he's-
thing.
Insight check.
Checks from all of us.
All
Let's
right.
just all fail. We can just hang around Redwater forever. 18.
Okay.
Holy Christ.
17.
All right.
Wow.
He seems honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a shame he didn't come and. That's a shame he didn't come and find us. He knew where we were staying.
Maybe you just passed him.
There are quite a few tieflings here. True.
No, we didn't pass him. I don't think so.
Zaz, make a general wisdom check for me.
You got it.
Yeah, just roll a d20, add your wisdom modifier. Okay, so being the quiet enigma that you are, you were paying attention to every face, and there was no Zane. You are 110% sure you did not pass Zane.
Yeah, we didn't pass Zane.
Strange.
And your woman downstairs says that he is still missing. And he would not be on the books.
No, we haven't, Arthur and I discussed that particular detail. You see, we've had a series of disappearances, and, we didn't want to, what's the word I'm looking for? Jump to conclusions, that his disappearance was, tied in with the others, and we didn't want to raise a commotion that perhaps people think that their loved ones are returning, just in case.
Does this have anything to do with the fact that people are shrinking?
The student body is shrinking. That means it's getting smaller.
Yes. Oh, what was your
Visi-
name again?
Alastair's visibly confused.
Yeah,
Alastair? Alastair Zafin.
young Master Zafin. To use the phrase shrinking, the student body is a term that we use to describe the overall population of the university. So it's kind of the body of the university, whereas the administration would be the head. It's a metaphor. So when we say our student body is shrinking, we don't mean so much that the body of students is diminishing. We mean just the sheer amount of students that make up the, uses his hand quotes, student body is getting less and less due to people going missing and people being scared to enroll due to people going missing.
I'm going
Make
to
an
make
intelligence
check.
Insert that moment where Grog says,
Ooh.
I've heard a lot of
17.
words.
You you hear the explanation, you think, okay, student body, that's a weird way to describe it, but you get it now.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I'll keep my eye out if I see anybody shrinking anyway. It seems
Hmm.
like not a good thing. I would like to ask you if he has gone missing. What's the best way? What is the best way into, and possibly what could be in the catacombs under the remains?
Kind of looks at you for a second. He goes, catacombs under the remains.
A little dragon told me that there's something down there, and I was just more curious. So as a treasure hunter or adventurer, I've just
Of course.
Dragon.
Um,
It was a goblin. The tiny goblin he sent us to see.
yes, Samora is an acquaintance. Dear Quirin, am I going to have to explain various figures of speech throughout this conversation?
No, I'm just trying to make sure because he gets confused with things.
That's very, very thoughtful of you, young Quirin. As far as I understand, the catacombs were unfortunately collapsed. And I wouldn't so much call it a catacombs. I believe it was just a simple underground facility of sorts. There was an unfortunate event that occurred going on about 2 decades prior now, where, and not to alarm anyone in your party, looking at you, Mo, they found a family there that had been, they had paid the ultimate price for the security that they brought to our great kingdom. So there was once a fountain, actually, where that statue that was mentioned earlier, that particular town square had all but collapsed in. Thus why the statue was placed there, of all places, as kind of a in memoriam. So in terms of entrances, I believe the town guard may have some information regarding that, but I myself, I mainly stick to my books. Don't believe I'd be much of any help there.
Yeah, we shouldn't talk to the guard either. We kind of killed a man, turned him into a pig, and then ran him off that direction.
He's just kind of staring at you blankly. Just, huh.
Would you like to see? I can do it to anyone.
I am actually quite curious. Are they permanently dead?
Only for an hour. It is a magic spell.
Oh, all right. Maybe another time.
All right.
I would offer myself as a test subject, but he kind of chuckles. He goes, "I wouldn't want to press my luck twice."
I did it to Alastair already.
Oh.
He seems fine.
Blaster looks.
He certainly seems okay.
Although
So,
we talk about screaming, but whatever. Yes.
You should try it. It's really quite an experience.
Query. Make an insight check for me.
Yep. 16.
When you say he was talking about screaming, there's kind of a look of recognition on his face for a second.
Yep.
That is very unique. Well, unfortunately, I do have much business to attend to. I am not aware really where young Zane could be. However, I would assume that Arthur would be able to tell you once he's, of course, done his calculations and his balancing and stuff like that. What I can offer you, though, and he kind of reaches into his desk and he pulls out a card. He goes, "Here you go. This is a guest's pass. You all seem very curious about various things. So this particular pass will allow you to sit in on any lectures you like, or perhaps you'd like to peruse our library. Maybe just maybe a small reprieve from your typical adventuring. There is many books on the Platinum Dragon." Kind of looking at you, Alastair. Kind of smiles and goes, "They have pictures."
Okay, I was just going to ask. Thank you.
Quirin, there's many books on various religions and gods.
I've had my fill of the reading on that. Thank you.
Interesting. Mo, there's much history. And you there, I didn't catch your name. Looking at you, Zaz.
I didn't say it yet.
Well, that would explain why I didn't catch it.
Pretty well. I'm Zaz.
Very nice to meet you, Zaz. I'm not sure what would tickle your fancy. However, there is plenty here at the university that may you may find intriguing. So please, by all means, be my guest.
Okay.
Excellent.
Before we leave, I do have a question. First, before to the DM,
Yes.
would there be a way for me to tell if he has magical qualities, or is he like a caster of sorts? Basically, I'm just doing a quick glance to see if there's any arcane anything.
Make a combined check of perception and arcana.
So roll twice.
Yep, so roll a perception check, roll an arcana check. This is a combined DC.
Oh, okay, cool. Perception. This would be perception.
Okay.
And then arcana. I haven't even looked at them yet. Oh, all right. Well,
Oh,
not good.
Looking around, it seems to just mainly be books.
Hmm.
You're not entirely sure.
Before we leave, is there anybody that Zane has this quality where he can speak to people at large distances? Is there anybody we could maybe pay for those sorts of facilities or services?
If you're referring to sending a very rudimentary spell, we teach a number of things here at the college. I'm sure one of the students here wouldn't be opposed to making some coin for a very simple spell.
Excellent, thank you. It's going to help us track down Zane. Anyway, good day.
Yes. Good day.
Just turn and walk out of the office.
Okay.
Follow.
Yep.
I'm gonna stick around for that touch longer than needed,
Okay.
and then slowly walk out.
Mo?
I just follow.
Okay. You head out. The door closes behind you. Mysteriously.
Was there a a funny mechanical device on the door?
Not that you could tell, no.
Witchcraft.
Probably something. I'm assuming there's a lot of witchcraft and wizardry around here. My thoughts is some sort of pressure plate system with a sort of red fine dust.
I
Really?
given
I'm
where given where Mo was born,
Yeah.
I'm no stranger to those instruments. The automatic-
Those particular ones, yeah, you are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not common. All right, so you guys are just heading down the stairs then?
Yeah.
Okay. You head up the stairs, out the into the foyer. The receptionist is still there. She goes, "Oh, I see no one died. It's good. Hope you found what you were looking for." Arthur did pass by here. He said you're all invited over for dinner tonight,
Oh,
if you so choose.
That's weird.
sounds nice.
Yeah. So, just supposed to tell you that. He also said to not call yourselves the Demon's Instruments.
Devil's Advocates.
That's not better.
I mean, he said don't say that phrase. Like, we'll just keep calling ourselves what we normally call ourselves then.
The four horny boys.
Nope.
Ugh.
She kind of looks at you for a second. She goes, "Go away now."
That sounds about right.
Fair? Okay. So we've got, as walking out of the building, so we've got a day to kill. How about we go check out those underground facility or catacombs or maybe a bar, maybe there's a brothel. There's probably lots of things to do here.
Well, I would very much like to try and secure the potion to cure my stupid blood crap. So if we can try
Yeah.
and find the entrance to the underground.
But we're also a man down, and we don't know what's in there. And
Yes, but we could spend the entire day just running around missing him the entire time. Or, as we have seen, he has probably disappeared
we could
again.
try and track him down.
If
Does
I
anybody-
was Zane and I was running away from home, and I am already home and I ran away once, where would I want to go?
He would not run away again. That I know for sure.
But he didn't seem too comfortable with coming here in the first place, and
No. But this is something that we need to discuss later. For now, I think we should work on something.
Sounds like a plan. Corinne, lead the way.
Gonna start romping their city center towards the remains.
Okay.
oh,
Go ahead and make a survival check for me.
just squaring.
Yeah, just Gordon, because he's the one leading the way.
9. Not used to cities.
So you kind of pass you get past the university buildings, you walk amongst city center, you walk through some back alleys, things kind of look familiar, and then you come out into a clearing and you look and there's the university buildings again.
It is probably best that I do not lead. I have no idea where I am and everything looks terrifying.
I'm gonna try and
Or
Can I-
maybe it's some sort of magic it's an illusion.
Nope. Hate cities. Hate them.
can I try and lead us in the
Okay.
direction of the remains?
Go ahead and make a survival check.
Yeah, what's my survival? Oh, great, nothing.
No, that's not bad. Chris is
What?
+4. So Mo, getting foolhardy, kind of goes, okay, it's this way, I remember. You walk through, follow some back alleys, a different path, come out, exact same area.
No, I'm fairly certain this is an illusion. I'm gonna go and touch the side of the building. Yes, yes. This
Make a
is- this
Constitution
feels
saving
like-
throw, please.
This
No.
feels like man.
All right. Since we are getting lost, I'm gonna try and wave down somebody. Anybody close to me.
Okay. You're waving. Make a persuasion check.
This mountain of a man frantically flailing his arms. at
Not
someone.
frantically, just waving.
That's even more. That's even worse.
15.
Just like, lol.
You're waving people down, and everyone's just passing you really quickly. And just as you're about to give up, you hear from below your vision line, you hear, "Yeah, can I help you?"
Uh,
You look down, and there's a fucking gnome, maybe about 2.5 feet tall, big glasses, kind of magnifying his eyes. He's got like a black curly mustache. He's balding on top. Yeah,
Sorry, you scared me there.
okay.
We are looking to go to the remains and then pass to the burned part of the city.
Why?
We were told to search for something.
Oh,
Mhm.
what are you searching for?
Treasure, I think?
Oh, are you for? Are you sell swords?
What is this?
I've got a sword.
Yes.
What
Yeah,
says yes?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, good, good. Well, if I give you directions, would you be willing to maybe give me a little hand?
I've got large hands, but I'm sure we could help.
Oh, okay. He's a stupid one, yeah. Okay. So I have I can point you in the direction of the remains, but I'm actually looking for someone to help me what's the word? Commit a crime.
What kind of crime?
Go on.
Yeah, so I've been oh, how do I phrase it? I have been stolen from. I've been robbed. Yeah. So
You want the person dead?
no.
We need to kill someone. Who are we killing?
No. I need my. So yeah, okay. So there's this place out in the remains. It's like a what do you call it? They give you money for school. Loan
Shark?
loan shark. Yeah. So yeah. They sent me a scroll saying they had approved my loan for enrollment for my tuition. Yeah. And when I went to go collect it, they took a family heirloom of mine as what's the word? Starts with the C.
Collateral.
Yeah, that's what they used. So I'd very much like it back. However, I'm not going to get it back until I have paid off my loan. It's quite a large loan. So I was hoping, perhaps, if you're not too busy after I give you your directions, you could help me take it back, and in return, you could keep whatever else collateral they've taken from other people, yeah?
It sounds good to me. What are we looking for?
It's just a simple book, yeah. It's a book of family history and spells my great grandfather wrote for me.
If I'm book. Is there not a whole bunch of books in this facility right beside?
See, no, it's more of a. It's not the problem with how much the book is worth. It's more of a problem with how much the book is worth to me.
That I understand.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So I had no other choice. I come here from the south, and it's a 3-week trip home. So I kind of had no other choice but to give up most valuable thing I had. I'm here in school now, and it's good. It's very good. However, I would very much like it back. I was actually on my way to go discuss this with these people, the bird people, the what was they call themselves?
Feathers.
No,
Beaks.
no.
Talons?
Please stop giving me words as I ask for them. It's they're looking. Birds travel in
Groups.
Locks.
flock.
V.
The flock. Yes, I was
The-
going to go talk to the flock.
I look
Okay,
you
well,
over.
what do you guys think? I'm game.
We
We're
need
heading that
something to do.
direction anyway.
We can at least take a look.
Oh,
Sure,
yeah.
if we sit- I'm sure if we sit down and have a
Zaz.
friendly chat. What was your name, sir?
Oh, my name is Pipnog.
I'm sorry. Did you say Pip Log?
Pibnog. P-I-B, and then followed by the N and the O and the G.
Is
Pib
just
nog.
Pib okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Pibnog Wagglespark.
Fucking gnome names.
So, yeah. So here's the thing. They're closed today. That's why I was going to go talk to Ziflock, as they are a shady bunch, yeah. And they seem like the type who could very easily steal from just a small office. But if you have the burglar skills, perhaps you could just kind of do the break-in and do the taking, and then follow up with the more taking for your reward, and then we all happy.
Well, our large grey friend is quite the thief, quite the burglar. I'm sure we'll have no problem.
Yeah.
Oh, he's as
Yeah.
quiet as a gnat.
Gnats are not the buzz. They do the buzzing.
Yeah, but like from a distance, you can't hear it.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Okay, yeah, okay.
Sneaky from a distance.
Sneaky from a distance. Quirnolto. Sneaky from a distance. It goes, oh yeah, okay, so this works out great because the place is actually in the burned area, and that's where you wanted to go, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I lead you there, and then you do the sneaking, and I get my thing, and then we go our separate ways. We never talk. I don't have to deal with the flock potentially cutting out my tongue, and then
Yeah,
you
they
go
do that.
do your thing, yeah?
Pib, where do we
Yeah.
meet you once we've gotten the stuff?
Oh no, I'll wait outside with you, yeah.
You'll wait outside?
Yeah, somebody needs to what's the word? Look out for the fuzz.
But if you come across the fuzz, Pib, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to scream loudly, oh no, it's the fuzz.
Can,
I read the stories.
can you imagine?
I like you, Pib.
I'd be doing the liking of you too. What is all of everyone's names?
Elastazaphan.
Elasta, Zephan. Okay.
Mo.
Mo.
Guten.
Oh. Fuck. Okay, this is me now. This is Tanner.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so the Quirin. And you there?
Oh, close. Zaz, not Zaya.
Zaz.
Yeah,
Zaz.
Pib.
Zaz.
Pib.
Why are we just saying our names back and forth to each other very slow and weird like?
Yes,
I can't wait to
names
tell
are
you
very
about
good.
Cranberry.
Oh, cranberry is one of my favorite types of pie. Anywho,
He is not a double
Sorry.
pie. We should continue.
is he a strudel?
He will tell you on the way. Let's just let's walk.
Perhaps he's the sausages. And
He could have been.
Oh. Why did I choose the fucking?
You chose the short, fat guy from The Simpsons, the kid.
Yep.
Luther.
I hear Luther.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay, he goes, okay, yeah, we going this way. And he kind of trots along and he leads you through city center. It's kind of difficult to follow him. I think the music actually just ran out, so let me put some more on. It's kind of difficult to follow him because he is a gnome. So what you end up seeing is actually, as it gets more and more crowded, you see people kind of bump for a second. You hear, oh yeah, excuse me, pardon me, yeah, oh, excuse me, oh, please wear underwear, oh no, and just kind of going through the crowd, and you can kind of see him. I need somebody to make a perception check to
You
try
got
and
it.
follow him.
The moment he starts moving, I am lost, so I've got nothing.
Nice. That's your second nat 20 tonight. Damn, 26. Yeah, yeah. No, you can follow him pretty easily. And he leads you to the remains. And he leads you to this kind of not ramshackle, it's probably one of the nicer houses in the remains. But it's kind of a wooden building with kind of a layer of stone around the base. That's kind of the foundation of it. And it has actually a metal roof, a tin roof. And on the outside, there's a wooden sign that's kind of carved. It's like a carved relief. And it says Bronson and Bronson, loans and attorneys at law. He goes, yeah, this is the place, the Bronson and the Bronson.
Okay.
So you said they're closed, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're only open like maybe 4 out of 4 days out of the week.
So they're
You know,
closed. No one's here right now, right?
No,
I'm gonna try the door handle.
it's locked.
Can I look around? Is there anybody watching us?
Go ahead and make a
Walking through the
perception
streets?
check. 12. The remains itself, from the times you guys have walked through, they always seem fairly still. You kind of get the idea from the time you have been in this part of the city that people who choose to remain here aren't bothering anybody else. This is kind of the last stop. So you don't really see anybody. Like, you see somebody kind of walk out of a building and go somewhere else, but there's not a lot of hustle and bustle. It's almost the dead opposite of the university.
I'm gonna walk up and try and break the door handle off.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check.
'20.
Your strength is a +3?
Yeah?
Nice. All right.
Look alive,
Um,
motherfucker.
You kind of look around, and you just kind of clunk, and kind of falls. He goes, oh, you're not stealthy, you're powerful.
But isn't that the best kind of stealth?
I wouldn't know. I'm not very quiet.
From a distance. Gonna push open the door.
Okay. God damn it. So you kind of walk in, and what you see is a fairly small room, actually. Maybe 20 feet by 20 feet ish, maybe a little bit bigger. There's kind of a hallway leading in with a window on either side. And in the room, it's pretty basic. There's a desk with some papers scattered about and a chair behind it. There's what looks to be like kind of like a stone carving of some kind, pretty big, maybe about 8 feet tall. It looks like some kind of abstract depiction of a Goliath, almost a little bit more angular. It's very very acquired kind of look. And then as well as there's two doors directly behind the desk, and then there's a door to either side of the desk.
I'm gonna look at the stone thing.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Nope.
Mm.
It's a sculpture. That's for sure. It's kind of, from what you can tell, it's on a base. Just appears to be some pretty gaudy art, actually.
You guys can come in now.
Oh, yeah, sure. Pip, what does this book look like? Is there like a picture on the cover, or like something on the spine, maybe?
He kind of leans over. He goes, "Yeah, so it's kind of a thicker tome. It's purple, with gold accents around it. And on the picture, it has it does have a picture on the front. It's a man, and he's got like tentacles for a mouth. Yeah."
Right. Okay.
I just
we're
heard
looking
you
for-
all fucking breathe in at the same time.
Okay, we're looking for a purple book with some sort of octopus man on it. Okay. Sure. And I'll start looking around.
Okay. This front room, other than the desk, the chair, the papers on there, and the sculpture, pretty empty.
Okay.
Hey, Pib.
Yeah, and he's kind of just in the hallway, just kind of looking kind of. He's a little out of his element.
Wait, he's in the hallway?
Yeah,
Like he's in the building with us.
kind of like in the first maybe 2 feet of the building, just kind of peering in after you.
Okay. Pib, do you know if this tome that we're looking for is it magical or anything? Like, does it give off any kind of?
So yeah, my grandfather he said it had a number of spells that he had created in it, as well as it had some text on some he said spooky things. I assume that's why there's a picture of the octopus face guy. But in terms of it giving off a magical essence,
I'm going to cast detect magic,
okay.
guys.
So detect magic. What's the radius on that?
30 feet.
30 feet.
Then I'll kind of
Okay.
walk around.
So in the front room, you detect magic. You get a couple pings. You get a couple pings of enchantment behind the door that's next to the golem, and the golem itself.
Right. Okay. So I can tell that gaudy artwork that looks like a low-rendered version of Quirin. That's going to be trouble. And also, it's something from East Cliff. Don't worry about it. And the door beside it. They're enchanted.
Not the door, behind the door. There's a number of.
Oh.
You're getting a number of pings from behind the door.
So what it seems like to me is behind this door is maybe the safe room or something like that. I believe what we're looking for is back there. Do we have any way to get past it without, throwing a bunch of alarms? Which makes me wonder, why was the front door not alarmed? Oh, well.
If you're saying that the protection is in here, why protect the front door? Protect only the things that need to be protected.
Right. I don't really have anything unless you want me to burn the door down. I don't think that's going. I don't have anything to get through it without possibly bringing this guy
behind the
to
door.
life.
In this thing. What if we just try and destroy this thing before we enter the door?
What if we? Well, we could. Would you like to try?
You did with your sword, go ahead. Everyone get ready.
Okay. And so I'll unsheath the sword and
Now ready a sacred flame.
What are you
attack it.
readying a Sacred Flame for?
If it moves.
Okay. So, oh boy.
All I'm imagining is clang. Oh shit.
You rolling an attack roll?
There it is.
So you come down on it with a resounding crack. And you don't see a scratch on it. After hitting it, a blue light kind of shoots across this thing, and it reaches out to grab you. Quirin, what is the saving throw for Sacred Flame?
That would be Dex 15.
Dex of 15. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Yep, so that definitely hits. It's not very dexterous. You know what? How about this? How about I give you a visual aid?
Fantastic.
Ooh.
And 9 damage.
That's interesting. So you see the Sacred Flame go across it as the blue light kind of fills it. And then you see the flames on its body get kind of sucked in, and the blue light burns brighter.
Radiant damage.
I know it is.
Oh, fuck.
So you guys all on the map there?
Yeah.
All right. If I could get you to all roll for initiative, please.
Ooh. Okay.
Oof.
This thing has a plus 90 initiative.
Oh, that's good. That's real good, Zaz.
Okay, he's just bringing up the rear.
Weird. Okay, so we got Alaster starting with an 18, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got Quirin and Mo at the same time. And then Zaz in the rear.
All
And
right.
then Zaz. All right, yeah, Alaster, you are up. What would you like to do? This thing is just kind of sprung to life. There's kind of a blue energy about it. It's slowly starting to move, very heavy-footed.
Just gonna attack it twice with my sword.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep. So, ooh, not great. 12 and a 16.
The 16 hits.
Okay.
12 misses. So you kind of go wide with the first one. You come down with the second one, and it doesn't seem to even leave a scratch.
Oh. So no
You can roll
damage?
damage if you like.
Ah.
You get the idea that this thing didn't feel a thing.
Okay.
All right. Anything else from you, Laster?
Going to. So I would have been up there probably.
More likely, yeah.
All right. I'm going to try and move around behind it. I'm going to try and maneuver my way around.
So it's in a corner
Oh,
because there's walls there.
oh, sorry. I understand. It's hard for me to see. I'm colorblind.
Yes.
So I guess I'll just try and make a defensive stance,
Okay.
and then
I'll allow
that's all I got right now. Yeah.
All right. So next up, Quirin and Mo. This will happen simultaneously, but you will take your turn separately. So it doesn't matter which of you goes first. This is all simultaneous.
You go
Watch
ahead,
the
John.
sacred flame get absorbed and become more fire.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright then. I'm going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement on.
Okay, can you read that out for me, please?
Casting time 1 action. Concentration up to 1 minute. A black beam of energy Liberating energy springs from your finger towards a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On hit, the target deals a half damage with weapon attacks. They use strength until the end of turn. Owens.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Just making sure it wasn't a condition. So ranged spell attack.
24.
Ooh, yeah, that hits.
And is a con save of 15.
It's con.
Wait.
Oh, no.
At the end of each target's turn, it can make a con save, sorry.
Okay, end of each turn, con save. Got it.
The target's turn, yeah.
That, I assume, removes the ability. Okay. Is that what you're doing there?
Yep.
Okay, Mo, what are you doing?
I'm gonna move up
Okay.
and cast inflict wounds and hit it.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and do your melee spell attack. So as you go to cast inflict wounds, you don't realize that there is the platform there, and you stub your toe really hard, and you kind of and you shoot the inflict wounds down at the floor. Anything else from you, Mo?
Is the floor
Can I-
wounded?
Yes.
3d10, I hope so.
Yeah.
Another attack.
The floor
because
goes,
I-
ow!
No, unfortunately, you
No.
can't. With using a spell and then 2 weapon fighting, the spell takes up the whole,
Okay.
yeah,
All
the
right.
entirety of it there. All right, that ends your turn. It's now the golem's turn. So as the golem comes to life, it kind of slowly moves, and it kind of turns to each of you and does a count, and it's going to cast Magic Missile at level 5. So that's going to be 1 beam for each of you, I believe, plus an extra 1. Let's see here. Yeah. So let's see. Magic Missile level 5 would be extra 4. So there's 7. So Zaz, you're the only one that hasn't acted yet, so you're only going to get 1 shot. The other 3 are each going to get 2. So Alastair, you're going to take math is hard. 8 points of damage. Mo, you are going to take 9 points of damage. And Quirin, my friend,
It's gonna
you're
hurt.
going to take 7 points of damage.
Yep.
The golem is then going to, because it can cast Magic Missile as a bonus action, is
Okay.
going to take the shove action against you, Alastair. So I need a contested strength check.
Okay. Oh boy.
Tanner?
Yes.
I don't think I caught how much damage I got.
You had taken. Oh yeah, that's right. Here, hold on.
Is that
you.
is
You
sorry,
took
is-
4.
is that just strength or is that athletics?
The athletics.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I did roll it. I just didn't say it out loud there. 21. Okay, and that is a 24.
I get shoved.
So you get shoved, so you are now knocked prone.
He's a big bully.
Pretty much. Just gonna mark you with a halo here. All right, and that is going to end Stony Boy's turn there. Zaz, you are up.
Just below us is the hallway, right?
Yeah,
And that's where Pib would be possibly.
Pib's
somewhere
kind of
over
like if you look around the corner, you see Pib like cowering in a corner.
there. Okay. Talking to him, it doesn't count as an action or anything, right?
I'll say that's a free action. Yeah, you can have that.
Cool. Hey Pib, real quick, how do we
Yeah.
deal with the blue light glowing stone golem guy?
If you give me a minute, I can check my notes.
Sounds good.
All
Check
right.
fast, please.
Yes, sir.
Love you.
Let me just.
Your book depends on it.
Okay, what else you got for me, Zaz?
I'm going to, in the meantime. Would I have to roll like Arcana or something, or would I just inherently know if magic missile has to have like a visual target?
I'd say you have to roll Arcana for that.
Okay. Not got any modifier. Eh.
This is going well.
You haven't seen magic missile before, I don't think.
Okay. Just to cover my base, then I'm gonna cast Fog Cloud.
Okay. So you're kind of filling the area with a foggy mist.
Yep.
All
Isn't
right,
that
and
a really big area.
yeah. Well, be contained within the building, so this entire room, foggy.
Oh shit.
Does that affect us?
I believe that be. If you could read me fog cloud, please.
You create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on the point within range, which is just within, 120 feet?
Yeah.
And its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until a wind of moderate or greater speed, at least 10 miles per hour, disperses it.
Heavily obscured. Okay, so I'm going to say that's 3/4 cover.
Hmm.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Top of the round, Alastair, you are still prone.
Alastair's going to spin around and try and trip the golem. That's his action. He's basically going to try and take it out of the knees.
Okay, just kind of kicking it.
Yeah, or like dive tackling it.
Okay. Just check this here. Yeah. No.
I'm trying to make it prone. My leg.
Go ahead and make an athletics check for that one. I'm going to say this is grappling.
That's kind of how I made it.
Yeah.
24.
Ooh, yeah. All of a sudden, you see Alastair come from behind and kind of push the back of its knees. Golem kind of falls back against the corner and kind of like slides down a little bit. Mark that.
Then I'm going to get up, stand
Okay.
up, and I will. I'll try and restrain it. I'll try and hold down its arm, or an arm, to keep it from.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna try and restrain it as much as I can.
so you have it grappled. To restrain it would have to be an action next turn.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
So that. Essentially, I'd be trying to use help, but grapple, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be my turn.
Okay. Quirin and Mo. It's pretty foggy in here.
All right. At the end of his turn, did it shake off my brave impediment?
It did not.
All right.
Wait, he's grappled, right?
Grappled currently, yes.
And he's prone.
Yes.
So, any physical attacks would
Have advantage, yes.
advantage. What about melee spell attacks? That's
Yeah, they're melee still.
I'm gonna try another inflict wounds.
All right, go right ahead.
So that's advantage, right?
Yes.
I'm going to stand on the table to try and get a better look at him.
Okay.
At
20. Yeah, 20 hits.
And I believe.
Oh God.
This
Is there a
one I wrote in
meme?
chat. No, I just wrote something in chat that I think is really funny.
Owen Cold Steve Alistair comes out.
Dun, dun, dun.
13. So as the energy kind of cuts through it, you see part of it get kind of sucked in, and it glows a little bit brighter. But you did do damage to it. You can tell that.
All right, and I'm going to cast Dispel Magic.
Ooh.
Can you read me dispel magic, please?
All right. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. The DC equals 10 plus your spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends.
So, as you cast it, because you don't have to roll, you hear Pibnog in the back go, "Oh yeah, magical golems can be completely shut down by casting Dispel Magic as you cast the spell." You motherfucker. That's clever. Okay, I'll give you that. I rolled a d4 to see how many rounds it was going to take him before he told you guys that. With query casting, all of a sudden the golem just kind of and just goes limp, and all the blue lights from it vanish.
Thanks, Pib.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
I cast the spell before he said anything.
No, I helped. You also heard. You all heard.
Marion, it's the effort. He's a
Alastair is still struggling to hold this thing down because he hasn't realized it yet.
Is the fog cloud still up?
No, fog cloud's still there.
All I hear is him grunting in the corner.
I've got it. Hit it while it's down.
It's turned off. Moron, get off of it.
Oh.
So
I knew
the
that.
door next to me
Yes.
was the one that.
The one next to Alastair.
Oh, the one next to Alastair.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get down and start checking the desk.
Can I
Okay.
check the door next to me? Is it like? Can
It's
I
locked.
roll it? Can I check to see if it's like trapped or?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check. Quirin, you're checking the desk. Make an investigation check.
15.
15. In the desk, you don't really find a lot, but what you do find, strangely, is what looks like a map of the area surrounding the statue. Sorry, the word escaped me. The area surrounding the statue just kind of looks roughly sketched. Mo, doesn't look like it's trapped.
I'm gonna hit it. Try and break it open.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it. Gonna wreck it.
I do that.
I believe it is not trapped.
All right, go ahead and make a strength check, please.
All right.
Pibnog at this point kind of pokes and he goes, "Yeah, so while you guys are doing the lootings and the sneakings and the robbery, I'm going to go stand and make sure that nobody with a big fancy sword or shield comes because we ruined a big fancy golem. Those things are not cheap."
21.
Tung, 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 as the handle comes clean off and door opens. Looking inside, Mo, there's a single desk, a chair, there's a bookshelf opposite. There's some stacks of papers and various other clerical devices, quills, ink. You kind of look for a second and go, "Son of a bitch, I didn't need to buy it." All in all, just kind of looks like your typical work, legal work area.
Can I pocket one of those normal quills?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Fuck.
That's fair. Zaz, Alastair, what are you two doing?
Move over to this door.
That door there? Okay.
Yeah.
Going to get up and dust myself off. Say, I believe the enchantment is beyond this door. When I used detect magic, it wasn't the door that was alarmed, was it?
No.
Or enchanted?
Nope.
Okay. I suppose I'll try and force my way into that door.
Okay. Strength check. Zaz, what are you doing with that door?
Is it locked?
You check the door, it's locked.
24.
You kind of look over and you see Alastair just bust the fucking handle off the door.
I will also try and bust handles.
All right, go ahead and make a strength check, please. Alastair, what's the duration for detect magic?
Detect magic.
Was that athletics?
Just be a general strength check.
Oh, okay.
The spell can penetrate most blocked by 1 foot. Okay, whatever. One casting time is 1 action. Concentration up to 10 minutes. So when I took damage,
Concentration.
I would have had to make a.
Go ahead and roll that check for me now. Zaz, you go and you see him bust off. You're like, all right. You go and just kind of whack the handle, and you just, ow, my hand.
Do you want to remind me what concentration is?
You would have to roll. I believe it's you roll a d20, and damage you took was less than 10, so you just have to roll higher than 10.
Oh, okay. 10.
Oh, that works. Yeah. So detect magic's still going on. So
Okay,
as you enter the room, you've got 4 pings of things that are magical.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go to the closest one.
Okay, so kind of going in, you see that there's most of the stuff in here is like kind of like statuettes and like precious stones and things like that. All in all, it kind of looks like kind of like intermediate valuables. Nothing really
Okay.
crazy. Like no diamonds or rubies, but you see like jade statues, and you see really nice like silver tea sets and stuff like that. But what the first ping you get is a tome. It's a black leather-bound tome, but it's giving you a pretty strong magical aura.
Okay. I suppose my goal is to just collect all of those items, I suppose.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
walking through the room, you grab the first one, which is the black tome. You grab another one, which is kind of like a blonde leather tome. That
Mhm.
one seems a little odd in terms, but it's both enchantment magic. You get to a purple tome with a purple-faced octopus man on the front. That one's conjuration.
Okay.
And then you kind of look around for a bit. One sec, I need to get the description of this right.
Oh, no.
I'm fucking. No, that's not the fucking. God damn it! I don't want the real world thing. There it is. So you look around expecting another tome or like a wand or something. Instead, what you find is a wooden box that's about a foot long, about half a foot wide, and about half a foot like deep. You pick it up; it's got a bit of weight. You'd say maybe 5 or 6 pounds. It's got a lid, and you open it up, and you look, and it's like, okay, it's a box. And you're not really sure why it's magical.
Okay. Kind of fit those in my pack.
Okay.
And I'll hold the box under one arm and the purple tome in the other. Mo, did you say you had you had that quill and paper, right?
Yes.
Can I borrow it?
I hand him a sheet of paper and the ridiculous peacock quill.
Okay.
Oh, love it. Okay. I will take the quill and go into. Hopefully, there's an inkwell on the desk, and I'll dip the pen in it, and
Okay.
then I will write regards from Pivnog, Wagglespark, and the flock, and I'll put it on the chair and tuck the chair in.
Okay.
Okay. And be like, all right, I believe we can leave. I found the book. I also found an interesting box. I like it. Pib, I believe we've got your tome.
Oh, yeah. Kind of runs up and goes, oh, yeah, that is it, Tom.
All right. There's one thing I need to know first. I'll lean right close to him. You're not going to tell anybody, are we?
Oh, of course not, no.
I need
I
your
would-
word.
What is the word?
There seems to be a language barrier.
No, he wants my word, so I'm going to give him his word.
What he means is that you won't tell anybody.
No,
We can trust you.
yeah.
I look at Alastair. Good enough?
Pib, I know
Yeah.
your face.
I know my
remember.
face, too.
Now run along before I change my mind.
Oh, this is going to be funny.
Oh,
goes, all right, well, thank you. Guten Tag. And as he says Guten Tag, which happens to mysteriously be the command word for the foldable boat that Alastair's holding under his arm, there's suddenly a as a 20-foot long, 8-foot wide, and 6-foot deep boat just pops into the fucking building, pushing you all up against the wall. You all take... Oh, Jesus.
wait, is this still happening in the other room?
Yup.
All right.
But I'm over here with the
In the
door.
main room.
Yeah.
In the
So
main-
it's Mo and those two in there.
That is 7, 9, 13, 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Each?
Yeah. I'm going to try and vault over the boat and attack Pib.
You're going to attack the boat?
I'm attacking Pib.
Bolting over the
attack-
boat.
Yeah, I'm trying
Okay.
to vault over the boat and attack him.
So just so you're aware, this boat has you pushed up against the wall, especially since you were holding it under your arm.
Okay.
So all of you are kind of restrained in there, and we're
Yeah.
outside watching this.
Pib kind of you hear Pib go on the other side like, yeah, Guten Tag, and it turns back into the box. He goes, oh, it has a command word.
Which one? Is it Guten
Guten Tag.
No, it'd be
or Tog?
I think it's the full Guten Tag, and as he says it again, you all, whoever's there, takes.
Can I try to jump back into that open door?
Go ahead, make a dexterity saving throw.
How much health is?
12 points of damage, bludgeoning damage. He's like, oh no, I says the thing again. Guten Tag, and zoom.
I take it.
Oh,
I take it.
you take it back.
Okay, wait. Does it fit? You said it's a foot wide, right?
The box?
Yeah.
It's about a foot long, 6 inches wide.
I'm going to put it in my bag of holding.
Okay. He goes, oh yeah, that's it. That's probably a wise idea, yeah.
Leave now.
Goodbye. He just kind of heads out the door. This tome at this point is like the size of his torso. He's kind of struts out.
All right, everybody, do a quick look around for what you're trying to get. I'm leaving. I'm outside.
I'm going to go
I
over
leave.
to the other door that Zaz is at and just kick it.
No. Oh no, I want another go at it.
Oh, you
Let me
want
give-
another-
Okay.
Go ahead,
Okay,
go ahead,
so-
go ahead.
So as you're kind of battered and beaten, you look and the door's been kind of pushed in a little bit from the boat. You're like, okay.
While he's doing that, can I search the other room that was completely wrecked from the boat?
Yeah.
Oh.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Yeah.
I want to look at Alistair and like, what fools. 16.
16. Door just kind of comes off its hinges.
Hey. It was a really shoddy door, and I'll just leave and stand outside. Do I see any? Anybody coming?
We'll get to that in 1 second. Quirn, you don't really see much else.
I'm laughing too hard.
You're laughing. You don't see anything else. Yeah, Alastair, you look out and you see kind of a homeless man eating an apple, just kind of staring at the door, like where you just came out from. He just takes a bite, kind of nods. just
I
watching
come
you.
out.
Zaz. It's a similar. It's a basic legal office.
Now, is this desk? Is it a single desk, or is it seeing someone?
Take 11 points of psionic. It's just it's a desk. It's got some drawers and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Roll to investigate.
Yeah. Go ahead.
10.
You open it up. The drawers seem kind of mysteriously empty, but there's not much in them. Like it's odd. You know, you look and you're like, this is someone's desk. There should be more in here, but there's not anything really of note. There's some papers. You see like half a donut.
Ooh. What about on the bookshelf?
Look on the bookshelf. It looks like a lot of, from what you can tell, a lot of like handwritten books. You kind of get the idea that they're not so much books as they are ledgers.
Okay. If there's nothing here, then I'll leave. Or
Okay.
wait, there's that last room. Has anyone checked that last room?
Nope.
Is anyone else here in this?
I'm in the
building? Is
other
that for me?
room, just giggling to myself and just mimicking the boat. Me standing.
Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
All right, I'm gonna go check out that last door.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna slowly walk around and check for like any trap doors or anything.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Bam! Oh man.
So, with a little bit of extra confidence, you go and do like a judo chop on the door handle and just Kong. It's pretty solid. Ow! My hand again. Quirin, which rooms are you checking in particular?
The Toss boat room, the main room, and the office that he explored.
Okay. Looking in the office, underneath the rug, you do find a trapdoor.
Perfect. Gonna try to just open it up.
You find 2 leather bags.
Okay.
In each is 100 platinum.
Beauty. Pocketed both. The 200 platinum?
Yeah.
Can I roll that strength check again?
Yeah, go right ahead.
One other swig.
You fail this one, I'm going to make you take damage for it.
No.
Jesus.
You go to kick it, and you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you twist your ankle.
How much?
6.
Okay.
Did
rolled
any
a
of us
6 on the
see Quirin
D6.
pocket those 2 bags?
We're
Nope.
both outside.
Quirin.
Steve just slammed the fucking trap door, just come over breathlessly. It just breaks the door handle.
Roll a strength check.
Yeah. If this doesn't work, I swear to God, this is gonna be great.
Oh my god.
10? Yes!
Quirin's like, oh, and he goes and hits, and he's like, ow!
This is a
We
dire
should leave.
thing is the greatest.
Alastair and Mo. You hear footsteps coming.
Um.
Time to go.
Okay. We'll come out.
Okay.
We'll come out.
While we're waiting, I'm going to get down on my hands and knees
Okay.
and make it look like I'm looking for something in the ground, in the grass or maybe the flower bed or something.
Okay. As you get down your hands and knees, the homeless man goes, Guten Tag, and walks away.
Well, it's in my bag of holding, so
I know. Yeah.
And so we're out now.
Okay.
Time to leave. This was great.
All right, let's go. Let's go somewhere to sit down for a moment. Somewhere
I
close
think we
by.
should go back to the tavern. I don't feel too good.
I mean, I don't feel the best either. I've just been beaten by a watercraft.
Ooh, ooh. Ooh, that was great.
So, I'm just gonna head back towards the way we came, and hopefully stumble upon a tavern or maybe a shop or something just to get out of that area.
Okay. You guys all just heading back into town?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. With that, we're going to take a break.
Oh my god.
I beat you guys up with a boat.
Fucking great.
Boats and hoes.
A boat and a
hoes.
door.
Now, is
Oh.
that just the
Pocketed
one
200
word or
platinum.
both words?
Query just pocketed 200 platinum.
Yeah. They're loan sharks. Of course there's money there.
That's okay. I have 2 books.
And
that I
he's
don't know
never
what
going
it
to
is.
tell us.
Oh, this is great.
All right.
I-
We're gonna take a quick break, everyone, for those watching the stream. You're looking for like a tavern or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So walking through the remains, getting out of that particular area, you find yourself back in city center. Go ahead and whoever's helming this, make an investigation check for me, please.
Hey, Laster.
Um,
I gotta turn the grid off. What the fuck? Roll one old LD20.
What?
One old 17. Yeah, you're able to find a fairly well-to-do tavern. Looks fairly busy. Considering at this point it's probably around dinner time now. With all the stuff you guys have been doing.
Okay.
And it is kind of the weekend night, so it's pretty bustling. Going in, there's tables full of various patrons. Dwarf behind the bar.
didn't that message from the lady at the school said that we were invited to dinner?
When you say dinner time, do you mean like in the evening or do you mean like noon?
No,
Oh,
like
yeah.
4 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Should we go there?
I mean, Laster wasn't allowed to go back. He kind of promised not to. But if you want to, sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm sure I can find somewhere else to go.
No, if they want you to leave, then maybe we'll find someplace else. But
It's
He didn't-
kind of a gray area because it's not
yeah,
the parents that don't want you there. You promised Zane, and if you're trying to get in with Zane, he's not here right now, but he probably will hear about it.
Right.
let's. But we
Well,
are
I'll
looking
accompany
for
you
him.
anyway. How about
So
we
yes,
we
that's-
sit here for a round, we kind of see what's going on, and then we'll head away that way. So I'll walk up and order a round of ales for everyone.
All right.
Mead.
He goes, I don't have any mead.
Just put like a local fruit in an ale. He won't know.
All right. So, kind of, he pours forward. He goes to the back and he puts like a maraschino cherry in one of them.
Yep.
He goes, it'll be 2 silver.
Sure. Here you are.
Thank you.
And I'll carry it back to the table. And
Alright.
one extra special red water mead for Query.
What is this tiny thing floating in my drink?
It's what he said a mead was.
You take a sip of it.
It
Put
ain't
back down.
good.
It's push it into the center of the table. No.
No, I'm sure we can find another mead somewhere. But I'm going to sit here for a moment and enjoy this and
So
take a short rest.
Okay, you guys want to take a short rest?
I don't know
Yeah.
about them. I am.
Okay. You can use your hit dice.
I can never remember. Is it just do you, or is it like
You just roll your hit dice, and it that's what you heal for.
It's
what
your
you
hit dice
expend.
plus your con modifier.
Yep.
short rest? Oh, okay. So I can select how many hit dice I want to use.
Yep.
Yep.
Up to your level.
Oh god. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So what
And
is it?
roll.
I roll however many of my hit dice I want.
Yep, plus your con on each.
So that would be my con added up, or
Yes, add it up.
Yeah.
nice.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right.
Pretty much what
Wait, is that add it
You
up?
all kind of take a breather, nurse your wounds, chuckle about the boat.
Well,
Sit
I
there,
suppose
it's
this means that we
pleasant.
can go out into the base and talk to friend Alganod whenever we want now. We don't
You can
have
do
to
that
pay for some
whenever
stupid
you
ferry.
want. All you have to do is walk into the water.
Well, I'm assuming he's more so at the center. I'd like to go see him at some point.
You can go right ahead.
Maybe I will.
All right. So I believe there's a free dinner in order. Shall we be off?
Sure. Sure.
Just to confirm, Alastair, did you put those 2 books that you grabbed also in your bag of holding, or are you holding those?
They're in my bag, not my bag.
Just
of
your
holding.
bag? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you're not just holding them out.
No.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So with that, you take your rest. You have an ale. One of you finishes the other one. I assume it's Mo. It's not good.
Yes.
You make your way across the city center, through the Scholars Ward, to the Darkwood House with a slate roof in the Burrows.
I gently knock on the door. Not pounding, just kind of like a greeting.
There's a moment you can kind of hear from behind the door. The sound of Orville doing his best to bark. Excuse me. Moment goes by, and eventually the door opens, and there's Arthur. He goes, "Oh, good." Kind of looks. Where's my son?
We've been looking for him all day. The dean said that we missed him, and well,
The dean
we
said
assumed
that.
we assumed that we might be able to meet up with him here for dinner.
That's odd. The dean said he headed off, saying he had some kind of business with his comrades. So I assume he was meeting up with
told
you.
us the same thing, but he didn't mention anything yesterday. He just said,
perhaps this isn't a chat to be having on the doorstep. Please come in. Please leave your weapons at the door, if you don't mind.
I'd leave
Lean
them
my
at the door.
sword up against the door frame, or
Okay.
like just on the inside of the door.
Yep. Kind of goes in. And goes, honey, you hear from the kitchen. Yes, yeah. You haven't heard from Zane, no? It was no, dear. Why? She kind of comes and she looks at you four, looks at Arthur, looks at you four and goes, okay. Okay. Okay.
Don't worry, he will never run off. There's a reason.
All right.
Maybe he's maybe he found his lady friend.
Lady friend.
There's
Redhead?
I don't know. There's
Yes.
lots of ladies around here. Maybe he just found a
Hey,
date.
Do you mean the deaf girl?
I suppose
He
there's
met-
lots of ladies. Like, you could have picked anybody.
He met a very nice deaf girl who he was able to communicate with in a magical manner. I
Uh,
suppose that makes things easier.
uh. At this point, you see Arthur and Janira kind of looking at each other, and Arthur kind of goes, So I don't think that would be Zane's lady friend.
Trying to think, she had a name. What was it? Faith.
I'm sure she's very nice. Oh boy. And Arthur kind of looks down, Janira kind of goes, yeah, so oh, this is an awkward conversation. You all don't know Zane too well, do you?
Not even slightly.
Okay.
We don't although we've been together for quite a while, we have a way of keeping to ourselves and leaving our personal matters inside, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Huh. Oh boy. So Zane isn't hasn't been known to well he oh boy.
Would you like to finish your sentence? Got nothing here.
Well, I'm just trying to think. And Janira kind of looks at you queer and goes, it's a concept that might be a little tough for you to understand, not being from larger cities. But
He's shy.
yes. However, how do we put this? When Zane walked in with you four, we had hoped that it was just one of you and not all four of you.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're implying.
Oh.
Does
You,
Zaz
you
get
heard
it?
us? We're all confused.
Message received.
No.
Okay.
What is she
I look at-
saying? She has said nothing. How do you understand?
Zaz, you don't mean
He's
what
not
I-
very good at making friends.
He's looking to make certain friends.
Well, he made friends with me and made friends with
Obviously
you. And he
not
made friends
you.
with Queer.
Obviously not you. And no, there is so much
First
animosity.
off.
Me and him barely recognize each other as people. There is so much hatred. No.
Arthur kind of stops and goes, well, Janira, that's not really a fair. She goes, well, no, there's oh, Zane. For a number of years, Arthur goes, we weren't expecting grandchildren.
Well, he was probably not having sex and you thought he was dead, so that is obvious. That still has no idea of what he's talking about with four men.
Quern, you're missing. You've missed your target a bit there. They're
Alastair is visibly confused, but is not.
they're being very polite.
So Zane has never really explicitly said it, but we get the feeling that in regards to women, Zane is not particularly interested. We think. We're not sure.
Wait,
He's
you haven't
never said it.
confirmed this?
No.
If it's anything like where I grew up, I assume that would be a difficult conversation for you to.
No. It's You hear from the other room. You hear a ding. She goes, "Ooh, roast is done. Thank God. And she kind of runs to the back room, and Arthur's like,
I'm so very confused.
at this point, Arthur kind of leans over to you, Quirn, and Arthur's about your height,
Yeah.
kind of whispers in your ear and goes, we kind of think Zane may or may not be romantically interested in either or. We're not sure.
Either or what?
Men or women.
Okay, that's understandable then. Because Balastar has been almost slightly hitting on him, which is kind of awkward, but it does understand.
Oh, roast. Yes. Okay. All right. He kind of just walks into the kitchen, leaving you all kind of like in the hallway foyer.
Michelle's typing.
Is
You
she?
mean Spoolie?
Spoolie, yeah, sorry.
Where?
It's a random fun.
Oh, Christ.
Oh boy.
I'm just for Spoolie's awareness, the parents think that. I'm aware of the character. I'm aware of the character. But Zane, I hate to break it to you, your parents think you're gay. Which is an okay thing. It's fine. That's cool.
Still don't know if somebody could stop
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, I'm in so much trouble. Just wait. Okay, just for clarification, just so everyone else in stream knows, our fifth player, Spoolie, is in another country right now on a much-needed vacation. Much-deserved vacation as well.
Yeah.
Everything happening here is the NPC's thoughts. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. Okay. Feel free to message me on the Facebook. I'll get my comeuppance, but it was worth the awkward moment. It really was. So, now that we've had that little digression, I'm in so much shit. That's great.
It was worth it.
Yeah. So you're just all standing kind of in the Synetius family hallway. Orville's still kind of Orville's kind of walking. God damn it, we need to get this back on track.
Okay, good.
All right, back on.
All right, Orville's kind of walking amongst you, sniffing each of you. He's kind of sniffing the ground. Looks like he's looking for something but can't find it.
Zaz, can you talk to the dog?
Not that I know of.
Well, you can speak the mushrooms, right?
I mean, yeah, but you can speak to goblins. Can you speak to hippogriffs?
What's a hippogriff?
Oh my
It's a
god.
hypocritical griffin.
I've never run into one. Interesting.
But no, I cannot talk to the dog.
Oh, well, you can speak to small animals, right?
I can speak to fungi, and fungi speak to me. There's not much fun about this dog.
I'm gonna slowly reach over and try and take a mushroom from his armor.
No.
Make a sleight of hand check, Quirn. And Zaz, I'm gonna say you have to make a perception check.
What do I roll to slap his hand away?
First I have
Dexterity
to see
saving
it.
throw.
19. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Wow. Perception?
Perception.
Yes!
Oh no! So all of a sudden, Zaz, you feel a tugging on your armor, and you look, and Quirn is holding a small oyster mushroom.
What is it saying?
Oh God, please don't.
How dare you? that.
Name is Harry.
His name's Harry.
Just slowly try and put it back on the armor.
It just falls on the ground and Orville runs over and eats it.
No! No!
Just Orville looks up, just eating the mushroom.
I'm just like darting gaze between Quirin and the dog. Why?
You said you could speak to them. I wanted to know what it would be like.
No!
Give Orville a pat.
I don't like that dog. I gotta work with you, but I don't like that dog.
Oh, fuck.
I've walked into the kitchen.
Yes, you get kind of a, boys, dinner is served while we wait for Zane.
I'll be a minute.
Are you mourning the mushroom?
Yeah.
Orville kind of looks at you and looks at Alastair and kind of paws at your leg, Alastair, and just...
I'll pet the dog.
Okay,
Oh,
as you
very
pet the dog, you look down and you see the ring on your finger.
Right, I remember this. How do I work it? Hello.
And are you using Speak with Animals?
Yes.
Okay. So all of a sudden you say hello, and Orville looks at you and goes, he's kind of looking around and goes, who said that?
I like his voice.
It's Alastair Zafin. I'm a friend of your owner, Zane.
Where's Zane?
That's what we're trying to find out. He has mysteriously gone missing. We think maybe he's gone on a date and hasn't told us, or maybe he's studying.
He kind of sniffs around a little bit. He goes, I can't smell Zane.
No, he's not with us. He's
more.
probably just in the city somewhere. I'm sorry, what?
Kind of tilts his head. He goes, outside?
Yeah, somewhere outside, maybe in the city somewhere.
So he kind of goes up. He goes up to the door, kind of sniffs, kind of claws at the door, looks at you and goes, I'd like to go outside and look for Zane.
How about I will take you out after dinner, I promise.
Sniffs the door again. More mushroom?
We might be able to make that happen.
Mushroom was good.
I'm sure it was.
I'm gonna kill that dog.
Not if I do it first.
How old are you?
Your years or mine?
Mine.
17.
Wow, you're an old boy. A good
Yeah.
boy.
I'm a good boy.
Have you known Zane since you were a puppy?
Whole life.
That's nice.
Glad
How do I
he's
make
home.
Zane like me?
Have you tried cuddling with him at night?
No, but I'm sure I can try.
Have you tried licking?
I haven't tried licking him, but I'm going to make note of all of these things.
He likes me so much he picks up my poop.
I don't think that Zane's going to be into that. I think that's just a you and him thing.
I hope so. I love Zane. I miss Zane. Zane was gone for so long, and now he's back, And now he's gone again.
He'll be back. He misses you too.
You see him sniffing. He goes, smell Zane.
What?
Smell Zane. I smell Zane.
Where?
Claws the door. Outside.
Sure. Let's go. Do you have a collar or a leash, or do I just?
No collar. Let's go. Smell Zane.
Sure. I open the door and follow the dog closely.
So the dog kind of stumbles down the steps. And at this point, you remember this dog's blind. Kind of stumbles down.
How about I pick you up and you tell me where to go?
Smell Zane. He sniffs the ground. He goes, this way. And Orville takes off.
Oh, okay. I kind of yell back over my shoulder. Following the dog to Zane.
Mo and whoever else is in the dining room, you've all sit down and there's a lovely roast. And you hear Alastair in the next room go, following the dog to Zane.
What?
Why does he always do the stupidest things? Excuse
All
us.
right.
Get up from the table.
Let's go get that dog.
No, he's killing the dog.
Moonbeam.
Level 3 moonbeam immediately. Call lightning.
Oh my god! Do not fry the dog! That is my
Oh.
dog to kill.
Yeah. Yeah. Following Orville.
Okay, so Alastair's out the door. The other three, what are you three doing?
I'm running with vigor. I'm picking it up.
Okay,
I look at
Alastair,
the
you
parents.
see this. Orville comes back around the corner and goes, smell Zane, follow. Sniffs the air.
I'm
goes,
right here.
Zane moving. And with that, I think we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh.